Yes guys, welcome back to the Matchday experience. Today we're here at Villa Park. So then guys, tonight's match at Villa Park will be the 200th meeting between these two sides. Aston Villa and their new manager Unai Emery have won their first two Premier League games together. However, tonight they'll have to deal without first choice goalkeeper Emi Martinez, who's still away celebrating with Argentina. So backup goalkeeper Robin Olsen will have to stand in goal. As for the away side Liverpool, they lost 3-2 to Man City midweek in the Carabao Cup, and despite not being at their best this year, they have also won their last two Premier League games. We're now into Villa Park, let's head upstairs and go to our seats. For this one, I'm going to say 2-1 to Aston Villa, so let's see what happens.
Number 16, number 20,
So then, here we are on Boxing Day at Villa Park. The teams are currently out warming up. We're sitting in the Doug Ellis stand today. The whole end is over there. I'm really looking forward to this one. It's the first time I've been here on my channel, so we shall see what happens. I'm expecting a very good atmosphere today in the Premier League. So whilst we're watching a bit of the warm-ups, I just wanted to quickly apologise for the audio in that part of the video, but don't worry, it does soon improve. It has been a fantastic day of football so far in the Premier League. About 15 minutes to go here at Villa Park. The teams have just gone in. First came back after the World Cup, of course. We've got lovely seats for this one as well. The big game, 5:30. Also, over the next few coming days, we've got many games, including Man United versus Forest tomorrow and Newcastle versus Leeds on New Year's Day. Okay, so there are about 5 minutes until kick-off. It is extremely loud in here already, and we're yet to kick off. I think Villa will win. But possibly a draw because Liverpool have got a strong side, but we shall see what happens.
number 6, Douglas Luiz. Aston Villa captain, number 7, John.
I'm assuming that for this one, Matty Cash is injured because unfortunately he's on the bench for today's game, and obviously being one of Villa's best players, I would have thought that he would actually start. But even still, Villa have got a very good side out there today. Liverpool, of course, missing Diogo Jota, however their side is also strong. But now we will see what happens. For some reason, the thing I absolutely hate in football is starting to happen quite a lot now at games. They've changed sides, and I think we may have a minute's applause here. After the moment's applause for George Cohen MBE, the game was ready to kick off. It's bright stuff from Villa. The home side nearly had a chance when Ollie Watkins was in on goal, but Liverpool had just gone up the other end and Nunez there had a chance. But it's an open game and a bright start from both sides. But Liverpool now have a corner. Get it out, yes. And just like that, they've scored. There was an injury to Tyrone Mings. Liverpool got a corner as a result of a Nunez chance. I'm not sure who scored, but unfortunately Villa are already 1-0 down and we've only played 5 minutes. This is not a good start. It pains me to admit it because I really don't like Liverpool, but their fans have been very good so far, especially since going 1-0 up. Watkins was just in there for Villa, but unfortunately he was offside. Matip just had the ball in the back of the net for Liverpool. They had a very dangerous free kick, nicely whipped in, but unfortunately for the away side, it was offside. I mentioned that Liverpool have been very good in behind and getting in behind that Villa defence, but they've just gifted them another chance. It's really poor at the back from Villa today. The away side are continuing to be the best team at the moment. It's really unfortunate to see, but Villa don't look very comfortable on the ball, especially in midfield. They've lost it many times and it's almost too easy for Liverpool. Surely he's offside. This is one of the problems with the Premier League rules at the moment. They took so long to give that offside. Somebody could have been injured, they could have scored, and it's just a complete waste of time. It was so clear to see that Darwin Núñez was offside there, but either way, a nice intervention there from Tyrone Mings.
Olsen.
It's another Liverpool corner and another Liverpool goal, unfortunately. This time it's Virgil van Dijk that's doubled the lead of the visitors. It's really poor actually from Villa. I think the goalkeeper should have come for that. But either way, shocking defending, and it's just too easy for the away side. And Virgil van Dijk, like I said, puts Liverpool 2 goals ahead. We're in injury time of the first half, and it's still not got much better for Villa. Liverpool can basically do whatever they want. They've had quite a few free kicks as well. You can see that Villa is still trying to get into the game, but it's just not working out for them. Liverpool have been by far the better side, unfortunately. And then just as I say that, Villa themselves get a free kick in quite a dangerous position here, right on the edge of half time. Probably got about 30 seconds to a minute left. They'll probably just have time to take this, and then it will be half time. So they really need to make this count, get something from this before the break. In that first half, Aston Villa were very disappointing, which we don't like to see. However, there is a big second half ahead. We've moved seats slightly closer to the whole tent. Liverpool are shooting in this goal in the second half. Hopefully they don't score, and Villa get a couple down there to increase the atmosphere a bit. It hasn't been too bad so far, but I'm expecting a little bit more. Also, while it's half time, if you can, please go and follow me on Instagram. It's the Matchday Experience, same as YouTube. So then here we go, the Villa players are back out onto the pitch. We need a really good start to this second half. It's important that Villa start well, because if they don't, Liverpool, who've been very slick so far, I can just see them rolling over Villa, to be honest. And it's been, like I said, extremely easy for the away side so far. So if Villa are going to make this more of a challenge, I think Unai Emery should probably make a sub. Coutinho's on the bench, but either way, something has to change. Watkins must have been quite a way offside, because it didn't take VAR very long to check at all, but at least it's positive stuff from Villa. They started the first half brightly and they let it drop, but let's see what they do in the second half. Villa have had another few chances and they actually look like the brighter side at the start of this second half, but still it's much better stuff from the home side, which is what we like to see. The whole end is now starting to sing as well. Despite Liverpool obviously being in control of most of it, Villa have been creating a lot more chances, and it's very good to see.
There we go, that's what we needed. That one will go. Ollie Watkins, I believe it is, has just put Villa back into the game. It's 2-1. Fantastic stuff, and it's fully deserved.
Things are getting much better now. The whole end has been lifted. The whole stadium feels like it's been lifted. Unfortunately for this game, Villa's standing goalkeeper Robin Olsen hasn't been at his best. He's looked a little bit shaky at times. Liverpool have made another couple of substitutions, including the introduction of the young Spanish midfielder. There are about 10 minutes to go, plus a bit of added time hopefully as well. If Villa are going to get an equaliser and potentially a winner, they need to hurry up. Minutes to go now, and I said if Villa were going to get back in the game they needed to score, but unfortunately it's Liverpool who have gone up the other end and made it 3-1, and that is probably game over now. I'm not too sure who scored, but obviously you would have seen it. It's the young Spanish midfielder that came on. He's literally been on the pitch about 5 minutes, not even that, probably even 2. And he's just made his side very comfortable now in this game. Villa have just made 3 quite crucial substitutions actually. However, had they been made about 10-15 minutes earlier, I think they would have had a decent effect on the game and possibly got Villa back into it. But with 5 minutes to go, could be too little too late, unfortunately.
85 42085. Thank you support for today.
Deep into the 4 minutes of added time now, Aston Villa have got a free kick. They really need to salvage one more goal just to make the scoreline look a little bit more respectable. They've clearly been second best today, unfortunately. It's sad to see. Liverpool fans have actually been quite loud in the second half as well. It pains me to say it, but it is true. So that concludes today's game. Unfortunately, Liverpool were the much better side, I have to say. But now it's time to give you my overall opinion and rate my experience today here at Villa Park. Wow, it feels like a while since I've done one of these properly. But anyway, if you're new around here, this is how Rate the Day works. Basically, I rate the atmosphere, stadium and value out of 10, the scoreboard out of 5, and then say whether or not I will come back to the stadium. So then kicking off with atmosphere, if I'm honest, the first half wasn't very good, but that's understandable when you're losing. So I've gone for 7 out of 10 because the roar when Villa did score was actually very loud, and after that it wasn't too bad at all. Next up, we have the stadium, and despite the concourses being way too small, and to be honest, I think they're really awful, I'm actually a big fan of the stadium. I think it's great. I think there are also plans to expand the stadium so that it can host competitions, but for me, it's a really nice one. 8 out of 10, can't really complain. Obviously, there are things that you can improve, but it's not too bad at all. Next up, it's the value, and as you can see, it's only a 6 out of 10 for this one. Not the best because I had to buy an adults ticket, annoyingly, and that cost me £58. Also, it's a restricted view seat, which, to be fair, it wasn't really bad. You could see the game. The only thing you couldn't really see was the corners in the first half, and then in the second half, there was a little barrier in the way. But overall, it's not too bad, and when you're seeing 2 teams in the Premier League with a view like that, you can't really complain, but still, it is a little bit expensive. So I think a 6 out of 10 is fair for that one. Next up, we have the penultimate one, which is of course the scoreboard. Now I decided to rate this one out of 5 rather than 10, as yes, the scoreboard in the stadium is obviously less important than the other factors, but for this one, I'm going to go with a 4 out of 5. There were 2 main scoreboards in the corners of the stadium, and everyone could see it. I thought there were some cool animations. I really liked it. It showed the teams, it showed some replays, so yeah, 4 out of 5 for me. But now it's the all-important one, taking everything into account from today's match. Obviously, despite the result, I actually really enjoyed my experience here at Villa Park. So the answer is yes, I would return, I would come back, and I'm planning to hopefully at some point, possibly later in the season. But since I did really enjoy my time there, I'm definitely eager to come back and see more of Villa Park. So here now you can see Villa sit in 13th in the overall league table. 21 different stadiums I've been to so far. Let me know which other ones you'd like me to go to. I don't think 13th for Villa is too bad. Obviously, if they had won, it may have been a little bit better. But guys, before we end the video, please go over to Instagram and follow me on there. And also TikTok now, we have an account on there. Both are the Matchday experience, same as the YouTube. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment, and turn on the notifications so that you can be the first to my next video, which will hopefully be out tomorrow. It's Manchester United versus Forest.